Hi everyone, it's Dr. Koop here with a presentation for the Kings Road School Back to School Night on September 23rd, 2020. And our staff, we are here to support you and your children. We are Secretary Mrs. Ann Guzowitz, School Nurse Mrs. Jerry Moran, Guidance Counselor, HIB Anti-Bullying Specialist Mr. Brett Levine, and the Child Psychologist, Child Study Team Case Manager Mrs. Vaughn McCauley. Our teachers are as follows. Our kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Sally Limbo, and Mrs. Megan Rinaldi. Our first grade teachers, Mrs. Victoria Kohler and Mrs. Jessica Ureko. Our second grade teachers, Mrs. Kathy Goodbread and Mrs. Samantha Garita. Our third grade teachers are Miss Alyssa Fine, Miss Jennifer Ranieri, and Mrs. Gina Slajinsky. Our fourth grade teachers are Miss Emily DeRecco, Mr. Mike Doherty, Mrs. Lori Schaefer. Our fifth grade teachers are Mrs. Julia Nicolette, Miss Hannah Smith, and Mrs. Rebecca Sullivan. And our special education teachers are Miss Melissa Bataille, Mrs. Tasha Santoro, Mrs. Kelly Hoekstra, Miss Molly Phillips, Mrs. Susan Light, and Miss Hannah Schiller. Our special area teachers are in physical education, Mr. Angelo Abandondolo, our art teacher, Mr. Gil Thompson, our music teachers, Miss Donna Ward and Mrs. Kira Torino, our instrumental teachers, Mrs. Lori Quinlan and Mr. Matt Rossi, our STEAM teacher, Miss Camille Berger, our media specialist, Mrs. Karen Basine, our reading specialist, Mrs. Joanne Sims, our L teacher, Miss Ola Behuniak, our speech teacher, Mrs. Jessica Burdett, our occupational therapist is Mrs. Teresa Farron, our basic skills teacher is Ms. Elizabeth O'Neill, our paraprofessionals are Mrs. Terry Gallagher, Mrs. Janine Hyrick, Mrs. Madeline Kelleher, Mrs. Katie O'Neill, Mrs. Lisa Price, and Mrs. Roxanne Rudy. Tonight, there will be two Zoom presentations, identical sessions. Session 1 is 7:20 to 7:50. Session 2 is 8 to 8:30. You will receive, if you have not already received, a Zoom link to get into the presentations. Both presentations are exactly the same, so you do not need to attend both presentations. Our partners, we have partnerships with 3 organizations that are very dear to us and that support our students and teachers. They are the KRS Parent Teacher Organization, known as the PTO, the Madison Education Foundation, and the Madison Music Association. And we have short little videos from the leadership of each organization. First, we're going to start out with a message from Mrs. Kate Hunzinger and Mrs. Rita Schmidt. They are incredible PTO leaders. So let's listen to what they have to say.
Welcome to Virtual Back to School Night. Our names are Kate Hunzinger and Rita Schmidt, and we are the PTO co-presidents this year. And what a year it has been so far. We want to thank the district, Dr. Koop, Mrs. Guzowitz, Mrs. Moran, and all the fabulous teachers and staff for working so hard to make this unusual school year a great one for KRS kids and families. We also want to thank our PTO board and the army of volunteer parents who are stepping up to support KRS in so many ways, including setting up the mobile ARC, redesigning our website, running multiple fundraisers, maintaining the garden, and representing our school on several committees this summer. This is a critical time for our students, so we thank you now more than ever. This is definitely an unprecedented year for us all, and it is challenging in many ways. However, we will continue the mission of the PTO to make this school year fun and engaging for our students, serve as a resource for KRS parents, support our teachers, and provide valuable funding to the school. The PTO funds many of the programs that sets KRS apart from other schools and makes the school so much fun for our students. Many of these programs will look different this year, but our goal is to provide some consistency for our students. These programs include classroom parties, virtual school-wide assemblies and in-class enrichment, teacher gifts and grants, meet the masters, pumpkins and poems, student planners, the list goes on and on.
While school visitation is not allowed this year, there's still many ways you can help out Kings Road. Please contact us for volunteer opportunities. We would love for you to get involved. Since a lot of our go-to fundraisers are altered this year, one of the biggest ways to help our school is to pay the PTO dues. which is essentially making a donation to Kings Road. The dues for students from kindergarten to 4th are $60 per child and $75 for 5th graders. This year, we are accepting Venmo for dues. All of the funds we raise throughout the year go directly back to our school to benefit our kids. It is our goal to continue to offer the great programs that make KRS so wonderful. We hope that you will get involved with the PTO, in part by attending our upcoming Zoom PTO meeting on Thursday, October 1st at 7 p.m. We will send the meeting link out via the PAW. We thank you for your support of the PTO, and we wish you all a productive and healthy school year.
Thank you all. Thank you both, Mrs. Hunzinger and Mrs. Schmidt, for an incredible message. And thank you to the entire PTO organization for what you do for our school. Everything you do is just priceless. I mean, you are so supportive, and there's so many things that we have in our school that we would not have without you. So thank you all so much. And our Madison Education Foundation. Our co-presidents are Mrs. Jen Gregory and Mrs. Lisa Murrow. So let's listen to what they have to say.
Hi, my name is Jen Gregory, and I am co-president of the Madison Education Foundation.
And I'm Lisa Morrow. I'm co-president with Jen.
We are here today to tell you a little bit about what we do at MEF. In a nutshell, we award teacher-initiated grants to teachers in Madison Public Schools. We ask them to dream big, think big, be innovative, and be creative, and then we do our very best to fund those ideas. We've been doing this since 2003, and in fact, we've awarded over 500 grants totaling $1.6 million since then. And we want to talk to you a little bit about 2020 because this is not a year that any of us could have ever expected to have at school. Lisa?
Well, we're able to do this because of you. We were able to fast track over $70,000 of grants before school even started this year. Actually, school had started, but only by a couple of days. And we haven't even gotten into our fall grant cycle yet, but we've already fast tracked so many of these terrific grants for the teachers so that they can get into the classrooms and really teach our kids effectively, both in person and online. So please help us. Donate if you can. It's really what we need.
We are able to do what we do because of you. So if you're sitting at home asking yourself, how can I help MEF? We're going to give you two things, simple things to do. Number one, make a donation. It's so easy. Go to our website, www.mefnj.org. It is a super simple process, a couple of clicks, and you'll have made a donation that's going to have a huge impact on all of our students. And number two, please follow us on social media. You can find Madison Education Foundation on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That is how you'll stay in the know about what we do, and you'll understand how your money is being spent on grants in our schools. Oh, also check us out on YouTube, right? We just started a YouTube channel. So get ready for some fun videos from MEF. Anyhow, thank you for your time. We hope that everybody, our administrators, our teachers, our staff, our students, and our parents have a wonderful and successful school year, and we will hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.
Good luck, everybody.
Thank you both so much. Thank you both for what you do for our school, Mrs. Gregory and Mrs. Morrow, and thank you so much for your leadership of such a great organization. And we also have our Madison Music Association.
Hello, my name is Amy Marinovic, and I am president of Madison Music and Arts. Thank you for taking a few minutes to hear how and why you should support the arts in Madison Public Schools. Music and art touch the lives of every student who passes through Madison Public Schools. From kindergarten through 7th grade, students receive regularly scheduled music and art instruction. In 4th grade, students may join chorus or receive string or band instrument instruction. Many students continue playing their instruments and participating in chorus through high school, enjoying the numerous extracurricular offerings also available there, from jazz chorus to marching band to the spring musical. The sheer volume of students who participate in the arts is evidence of the strength of the programs, and Madison's success has not been unnoticed. The NAMM Foundation has recognized Madison as a best community for music education for the last 6 years. The arts have been an important aspect of life in Madison schools for a long time. Annual concerts and art shows have been around since at least the 1940s. And since at least the 1970s, there has been a volunteer run booster club to help support these programs, both financially and via advocacy. Madison Music and Arts is one of the oldest continuous booster clubs in Madison Public Schools. We are a 501c3 organization, and all donations are 100% tax deductible. In non-pandemic years, Madison Music and Arts holds many fundraisers, including Dessert and Jazz and Kiss the Cast. However, many of our fundraising activities are on hold indefinitely due to COVID-19. So this year, more than any other year, we will rely on donations from people like you to help us support arts programs in Madison. Donations and your support help us organize performance opportunities for students, from Bottle Hill Day to Mega Music Palooza. Donations and your support allow us to advocate for new programs, improvements to existing programs and infrastructure, provide behind-the-scenes support for events, and even help students celebrate their accomplishments. But at the heart of what we do is provide grants to teachers so they can provide more for our students, things that go above and beyond what can be supported by the school budget. Whether it be the experience of creating portraits for children on the other side of the world, or working with an experienced clinician to improve their choral craft, or having access to instruments and tools to improve their performances, your donations make these things possible. We all know that this school year is like no other. Madison Music and Arts is glad to have been able to provide 3 grants to facilitate arts instruction. First, we partnered with the district to purchase Music First, software that helps music teachers continue to provide high-caliber instruction, whether in person, hybrid, or remote. Second, we partnered with the high school art teachers to supply art kits, both to eliminate the need for sharing supplies and to ensure that no student is without the tools they need to create when working remotely. Finally, we've partnered with the elementary music teachers to supply music kits for elementary students so they can fully engage in music learning, even when remote.
That's wonderful.
These grants total more than $15,000, and they would not have been possible without your donations and support. We hope that you will make a donation today at donate.madisonmusicarts.org. And please follow us on social media, where you can find out all the latest things happening in the arts in Madison. Thank you for supporting the visual and performing arts in Madison.
Thank you, Mrs. Baranovic, for a great presentation. The Madison Music Association also is a great support of the Kings Road School and our music programs. So now on to, I just want to speak a little bit about technology and our blended learning practices in the Madison School District and also at Kings Road School. We have really been working hard to try to improve our hybrid methods of teaching. And so there's an excellent document that's called the MPS, Madison Public Schools Blended Learning Practices and Commitments document, with a lot of valuable information for you to review. I made sure that it's on our Kings Road School website, so when you have a chance, please take a look. It will educate you in ways that we are committed to providing remote instruction when necessary for your children, as well as how that is blended with the in-person instruction in the classroom. So make sure that you take a look at that. I think that you will enjoy reading and learning about some of our commitments to you as parents and to your children, as well as some of the expectations of us. Within that document, you'll also find a Google Classroom checklist, which will outline for you some of the things that you'll find in your child's Google Classrooms. You will be provided by the teachers Friday weekly previews so that you know what's coming up. And also there are Guardian summaries within Google Classroom that will provide you with a summary of your child's assignments from the week, and some of the things posted within the Google Classroom. Also, if you have technology issues, please feel free to call the office. We are here to help you, or email mpstechnology@madisonnjps.org, and we will do everything we can to assist. I made a quick little video, since you won't actually be in the school building tonight, of some of the technology that's in our classrooms. Hi, this is Dr. Koop here with just a short tour about the technology that you will find in any Kings Road School classroom. So first, we have a wonderful smartboard that's used to make learning more interactive for our students. And then over here is a document camera, and the document camera projects images onto the smartboard. For example, that image may be a writing piece by a student or a book that the teacher would like to share. Then behind the document camera is the necklace worn by teachers. It's an FM system necklace, and that amplifies the sound so that the students can hear the teacher both in the classroom or if they're learning remotely. And of course, the teacher has a laptop that she uses, as well as a telephone. We have a telephone. And of course, the students have their own Chromebooks. So thank you so much for listening. Okay, I thought it would be nice for you to actually see that in a classroom, and every classroom has the same technology. So I just selected one classroom to show you. So, forms of communication. Communication is very important to us at Kings Road School as well as the Madison School District. Every year, we try to improve our communication and try to communicate more proactively. What is super exciting in the Madison School District is we have a new district website. I just love it. And so you'll expect to see information on that website, as well as you'll receive emails and feed notifications. And there's an app. You can actually download an app, which I think is great. Within social media, we have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You may receive emails from Mrs. Guzowitz. We have our student information system, which is Genesis in the Madison School District. You'll receive weekly newsletters from me, and you may receive phone calls. Of course, we always use the phone as well to communicate to families and to parents. And a big thank you. I just want to thank you all so much for participating in this really interesting kind of different year. And certainly, I want to thank you for following the staggered arrivals and dismissals, the schedules that we have in place. It is really so helpful so that we can help assist the students in maintaining social distancing as well as the adults supervising. Also, thank you for the completion of the daily student health survey. As a parent, I have to fill one out for my son as well, so I know that can be a little hectic on a school morning, but thank you so much. That means so much to us as well as to your children, because that makes the arrival more smooth as far as getting the students into the building. Children wearing masks. We haven't had children complain about wearing masks, and I think that's all because of you. So thank you so much for having them adjust to wearing masks. And so then, when the school year started, they were used to it, so they didn't complain, and they do it so naturally. Pick up and drop off of materials. I know that you, from time to time, do that as well. So thank you all so much for that. The PTO support, like I said before, we really couldn't do it without you. You financed a tent so that the students didn't have to sit in the hot sun, which was just so incredible. Balloons on the first day of school for both cohorts. The school looked so festive. It was just wonderful. And then baggies for supplies, and just the list goes on and on about the things that the PTO does for our school. And just overall, your patience and understanding during this time. I've been a principal now for quite a long time, and this is the first year where actually everything is new. Everything that we plan is new. Usually, as a principal, you could think and reflect and think back to, well, the last time I did this, it was like this, so I'll build upon that. but that is not the case this year, which is okay. I'm up for the challenge, but I just thank you so much for your patience and understanding. It means the world to me and to everyone here. Well, so what's next? What's next for Kings Road School in the Madison School District? Recently, Dr. Schwartz sent out a wonderful communication about the Phase 2 transition and implementation. So you will continue to receive information about that. Also, the continuation of blended learning practices. We will continue to offer information to you so that you are aware of what instructional practices are in place to support your children's learning. We do have what we call a KRS pandemic response team. Our KRS team met, I think it was 6 times over the summertime to talk about reopening the schools, our school, and the other schools in the district have them as well. We did have parent representation on that committee, and we will continue to have that. Class meetings and guidance lessons. Not only is it important to us to support your children academically, but also socially and emotionally. So we will continue our daily class meetings and guidance lessons to do that. Communication, like I said before, there are many forms of communication that we utilize, and you should expect that you will continue to receive communication from us. Drills, fire, and security. For security drills, I will communicate to you the days that we do conduct those drills. We are mandated by the state of New Jersey to conduct a fire drill and a security drill monthly. You'll receive more information in the future about security drills. Also, the continued utilization of the Google Classroom platform. Every day we learn new things, exciting things about how we can use Google Classroom, and we will continue to improve on that. And just overall, continued dedication to the achievement of the KRS students. It is really our privilege to spend every day with your children, and we will continue our dedication to support them academically, socially, and emotionally. Enjoy the classroom presentations tonight. It's such a wonderful opportunity for you to get to know your child's teacher better. And in this case, we will have teams presenting. So not only will you get to know your child's teacher, but also the teachers in the other classrooms of the same grade level, as well as the programs that we offer at Kings Road School in the Madison School District. So remember that, look for that Zoom link from your child's classroom teacher so that you may join the presentations tonight. Have a great evening, and it was certainly my pleasure to speak to all of you, and I hope I see you all at some point soon. Bye.